I got to figure out why I was hit like this, and I'm alive. You know, that's the biggest thing too, is just being alive. You know, I could not be here.
Welcome to SCHEELS Hometown Heroes.
SCHEELS Hometown Heroes is a way for us to say thanks
to those that serve our country and our community
and are still giving back to others today.
We honor your service by sharing your stories.
From all of us at SCHEELS, thank you for your service.
Hi, I'm Jeff Torno from SCHEELS here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I'm here to announce Gary Krueger as our next SCHEELS Hometown Hero. Gary hails from Washburn, Wisconsin, here in northwest Wisconsin, and we couldn't be more proud to make him our next SCHEELS Hometown Hero.
As a kid, I had some family members that were police officers down in Milwaukee, and I don't know if I really thought about it all that much, but as I grew up and got more involved in community, I looked at, getting involved with helping out. And I had some friends that went out west on some fires, and they talked about it, and I was like, I think I'll try that, and fell in love with it.
He has always been, to me, since I've met him, kind of larger than life. He's got great stories and has been on big adventures and traveled all different kinds of places and met all kinds of interesting people.
I did wildland fire, 9 years I did. Started out doing prescribed burns locally and worked my way into going west and all over the country fighting them. And it just developed more and more into, just doing more for the communities and learning. And then I had 20 years, prior of running a chainsaw in the woods. And as you age, I wanted to get a little bit different that wasn't beating my body up so much. So that's when I looked into the Sheriff's Department. I worked in the jail in Ashland County for 5 years, and I had worked the previous night before my accident, and I was supposed to go in that day. The local news kind of put it as a snow hurricane. It was 30 inches of wet, heavy snow, started out with rain prior. I called work and just told them I was going to be late. I had to wait to get plowed out and stuff. I didn't know all the damage and destruction that was around. I started plowing with my four-wheeler. We don't get very much of that heavy snow with a four-wheeler that you can move the snow a long ways or pile it high, I guess. And I had like a loading ramp set up where I was putting snow over the bank with the four-wheeler, so I went into the house and grabbed my phone for a picture. And when I got down to the edge of my property to plow and make room for later snowfalls, I was backing up, and I remember seeing some branches come down and being hit, and I didn't know what it was really.
My cousin texted me at around 7 in the morning, and I was up at my mom's, and we were all snowed in.
When I came to, I yelled a bit for some help, but it was 5 in the morning. So with that heavy snowfall and the storm, and after a while I realized that I had my phone with me, and that's when I called 911, and things started to roll. But I would find out that because of the storm, nobody could get to the fire hall, the ambulance hall, or anything.
When I heard that EMS didn't get there yet, I started shoveling out the driveway to go see if he was still here or what was going on.
So I was actually at work at St. Mary's Hospital in Duluth. I'm an ER nurse, and I had planned to stay for the whole weekend because I knew the weather was going to be bad and I didn't want to travel back and forth. Somebody
had called and heard on the scanner and called my neighbor, and she had worked her way over and was with me while we waited.
It was 8:38 in the morning, and my phone buzzed in my pocket, and I saw that it was a phone call and not just a text. So I ducked into the bathroom real quick to take it, and it was our neighbor Courtney. The first thing she said is, Marnie, there's been an accident.
You know, when it happened, I pretty much knew that I was paralyzed. I wasn't able to move. There was a lot of pain. Got myself mentally prepared when I was waiting for the EMS and everybody to get here of what was probably going to be. Having 3 vertebrae broken and rods put in my back.
When I first saw him, I was thinking, what comes after this? This was a full window, and we took this part off so we'd be able to put the ramps here for him to go down into the bottom part. Some of it was being bored at home, and then another bit of it was just wanting to help out. So Dad was talking about how are we gonna get the boat going and all that, get fishing. And then he was talking to people about how to do it. They're saying take out the center console, build all these things. So we got to making plans about changing the boat, making it wheelchair accessible. Between the wheels each time we set them up. So you lay them here, and then his tires would go in the channels down, and the seat would be here. Then you'd be able to get down here. And then you just take the ramps and put them out of the way, and that's how he'd get in.
We went out fishing twice with it so far, and a lot of it is, you know, I used to be able to just hook it up to the truck and go fishing. I can't do that anymore. So I've got to wait till the kids are home, not working or not, you know, at school, or the wife's home. It's difficult at times when you can see the lake right here. You know, it's right there, and I can't get out there as much as I used to. So when we do get out, it's definitely quality time and relaxing, and you know, just it's back. It's that normalcy, back to what we did.
Him and I basically did everything together, all the activities and that. So not being able to have him show me how to do the things or take me to do the things, it was a lot harder and impossible at times. So getting him back to being able to do those, we were able to get back to normal as much as we could.
You know, people just rallied around us, bringing us meals, getting us gas cards, offering to help the kids with rides to and from sports practices. Somebody went up to the school and talked to the secretary, and you know, wanted to just like help take care of Christmas for our family, because that was like right at the time when we were in the hospital. And people just like did all kinds of little things, and so many of them. You could really tell that Gary's, you know, is somebody who knows a lot of people and has done things for a lot of people, and so people really wanted to step up and help us.
The sports teams, all the athletic players at the school got together and did a bagging groceries fundraiser. That first day I came home, I went to a basketball game, and they presented us with a check from the players that they had raised. That was $1,500 that they raised bagging groceries for a day. You know, the whole time I was in the hospital over the winter, they plowed out my family here, you know, plowed the driveway and stuff. We don't know who was doing it pretty much. You know, we'd come home, or they'd come home from the hospital, and it'd be plowed after a snowfall. It's a small community, but everybody's there. You know, there's other things that have happened for other people, and they've been there, we've been there for them. And I think it's just a continuous, you know, rotation of who needs something, and it's provided.